Do you know that you can actually do part-time jobs even if you are already receiving money from the Korean government as a global career scholar? And in this video, I'll be explaining to you some of the key information that you need to know if you want to do part-time jobs, internships, while you are a global career scholar here in South Korea. Hello everyone, this is Justin. I'm back for another video about the Global Career Scholarship Program. And one of the most requested question about the GKS is, Justin, can I actually do part-time jobs or earn money while doing or studying my degree as a global career scholar? And the simple answer is yes. But to be honest, it's not that simple. There's so many things that you have to consider. There's so many things that you have to do, and there's so many guidelines that you have to follow in order for you to actually be able to do these part-time jobs. And let's preface this by saying that you are in South Korea to study. You're not supposed to be thinking about earning money. But if you are interested of finding ways to be able to extravagantly live here in South Korea, you can actually do some part-time jobs. So let's clear some things that you have to consider. Your topic level or your Korean language proficiency plays a crucial role for your global career scholarship program, at the same time your part-time job opportunities. For undergraduates, it's a must that you have at least level 4 or level 5, the higher the better, to have your hours granted to you by the university and an IAED. Similarly, for masters and PhD, actually we have more leeway when it comes to the hours, but again, it's about the topic level. So the higher the level you have, level 4 is actually the base. If you have level 4, you actually have unlimited hours allowed for you to study. I mean, for you to do the part-time job. Again, it's very important for us to take note. Undergraduates, they all usually have more subjects, so it's also not expected for them to do these part-time jobs. But if you want to do part-time jobs, at least level 4. If you have level 3, I think you can only do 15 hours a week of part-time job. And sometimes you're not allowed to work during the semester. You can actually do it during semester break. Those are the things that you have to consider. Language skill is very important. 2, you need to seek approval in order to be able to do these part-time jobs. If you want to do part-time job, like for example, as an admin clerk, since you are doing something related to business or assistantship, you can do so. It's very important for you to secure proper documents because it might be the reason why your visa will be rejected in the future if you have these kinds of visa-related violation. So again, language. Number 2, approval. Then number 3, one of the key things that you have to remember again, you are allowed to do part-time jobs except the following: construction, English teaching, work that are illegal. I think delivery is also not allowed because you don't have any license to drive or the bike. You cannot do that. Other things that are supposed to be for a different type of degree, professional level degree, you cannot do that. You can do convenience store, coffee shop, for example. You can do, like for example, in academe, but if you will be a staff, not a teacher. Those that will deal directly with children and teach English, it's not allowed. It's illegal. You will get penalized by an IED affecting your visa futures if you do these kinds of job. And to be honest, it's important for you again to declare these kinds of part-time jobs because again, they'll be able to see and notice, especially if the company you're working at pay the taxes. That's very important. So let's go back to the list. 1 is, what's number 1 again? Korean language. Number 2, approval. Number 3, you cannot do part-time jobs related to construction, English teaching, or delivery. And I think I'll provide another tip. You can do freelance job. So I'll be showing you a clip of what I did. This. Here's the video. I'll show it to you. I worked under an agency, so they gave me a freelance opportunity to film and join in one of the shooting for casino. And that's not the real casino like the gambling casino. It's a Korean drama called Big Bet. I was able to appear in Big Bet and act as a policeman. So probably some of you are wondering, Justin, how you are able to get these kinds of part-time jobs. To be honest, for this kind of job, there are agencies in TikTok, in Kakao, that really look for these kinds of people. And for the case of Filipinos, we have Filipino actors in Korea group chat in Facebook, wherein they really are very active in publishing a lot of opportunities for us. And these kinds of opportunity, they are legal because they are not contract based. Meaning you only show up for a day and then you get your salary on another, like it's like that. It's not I receive the salary on a regular basis like 500,000 Korean won every month. That's not how it works. I receive money if I am in the shoot. That's how it works. So these kinds of job, it's legal. But like for example, you want to teach English on a private tutoring, that's also not possible. Guys, there are so many opportunities here in South Korea. And again, I'll be going back to the ultimate goal and explanation for this video. You are here in South Korea not to work but to study. So keep that in mind. So now let's say you found a company that will give you the documents. But now what are the documents that you need? If you were able to find an opportunity, a part-time job opportunity, for example, let's say in a company related to your degree, and you will be like a clerk, a welcome reception clerk. So what are the things that you need to submit and what are the things that the company needs to submit? So there's so many things that you have to consider and there's so many approvals needed for this kinds of document processing. I'll be probably providing links in the description about the specific guidelines from the immigration that will help you prepare if you want to do these kinds of jobs. But again, key things, your registration card is very important. The contract is also very important that stipulates how many hours a week you're going to be going to the work, how much you'll be receiving. These things are very important. Additionally, your company must provide their business registration. If you don't, they are not clearly registered as a business, you cannot do part-time jobs there. That's illegal. So again, it's very important for you to check. Don't worry, I'll put them in the comment section so you may explore and copy and paste that in your browser to know more if you want to do the part-time jobs. And to be honest, there's so many sources for part-time jobs in South Korea. Very important for you to note, Albamon, Alba, Arbeit, that's what it means, part-time. So Albamon is the biggest a Korean platform for part-time jobs. It's tied with Job Korea, I think, or Saramin. But like Albamon is the biggest. Job Korea, Saramin, they also have a lot of internships or part-time jobs. So you can look on there. Craigslist is also a good source for you to find your part-time job. To be honest, don't sleep on Dangun. Dangun also has freelance jobs like babysitting, for example, taking care of dogs, cleaning, those things. If you can do them, sure, try doing it. You can also check in LinkedIn. There are so many part-time jobs there, very reputable companies too. International companies are also available in LinkedIn. They also publish their part-time jobs there. Of course, the social media. So Facebook is very big. They also there are groups in Facebook. In Instagram, they also publish a lot of part-time jobs there. Oh, before I forgot, Cowork, Click. This is not sponsored, but those websites, those apps are also very big when it comes to sharing information about part-time jobs. Oh, don't worry. Don't forget about K Campus. K Campus is also very important and very big in terms of publishing internships and part-time jobs. So the opportunities are endless. There's so many things you have to do and you can do. But I'll just be warning you guys. Again, you're in South Korea, not to earn these kinds of money yet. You're here to learn. Focus on studying. If you have free time, sure, I am your number one supporter. I'll be supporting your part-time journey, your freelance journey. You can actually do contents like this in TikTok, in YouTube, in Facebook, in Instagram. You can earn money as well. But I highly suggest having PayPal account for especially for these kinds of content creation, because sometimes it's okay that you don't earn directly here in South Korea but have it directly sent to your PayPal account. That also works. That also works. So if you have other opportunities that you want to know, feel free to comment them. I will try to provide more information about them. But this is my internship journey. This is my part-time journey. To be honest, I did not share some information that I think could would be inviting you to do the same thing, but there are things that I did that I'm not really that proud of because they're illegal. So, in a sense that I taught English in an English camp. But still, I was able to survive. I was able to buy my MacBook. I was able to buy a new phone. I was able to enjoy my life here in South Korea. But don't be like me. Don't risk it because it might affect your future here in South Korea. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you have things that you want me to discuss, just share them in the comment section. Feel free to like and share this to whichever GKS scholar that you want to be with and might be interested of getting the part-time job. Bye bye.